Sega.
Known as Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection in North America, available on the PS3 and Xbox 360, I always use this to review a lot of Mega Drive games, but I thought to myself, how about I actually review this? I've recommended it so many times on different videos, but why? When you're looking at a game compilation, it's about the games selected, how they compare to the original titles, and the presentation of it all. The Mega Drive Ultimate Collection does all these things beautifully. The Sega Mega Drive was the first video game console I ever had. It's just a shame that the first game I got, Toy Story, is not in this collection along with the other 40 Mega Drive games because I would immediately give this game a 10 out of 10. Yes, 40 Sega Mega Drive games, and in addition, 2 Master System and 7 arcade games. Here's the full list. That's a lot of great games. There are a couple that should be in this compilation but aren't, like Super Monaco GP, Gunstar Heroes, Virtua Fighter 2, Wonder Boy, and the rest of the Shinobi series like Shadow Dancer and The Revenge of Shinobi. They could have edited Spider-Man somehow, like in the PS2 Mega Drive Classics collection, but to the ones that did make it. The way these games are emulated, graphic and control-wise, are exactly as you'd expect from the originals. If you want, you can pause and change the button layout, though sometimes the sound is a bit off. Take Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for example. You'd think it's gonna blow up the speakers on your TV. Speaking of Sonic 3, unfortunately there's no lock-on feature like the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge, so you can't play as Knuckles in the first 3 games, but according to producer Ethan Einhorn, they didn't have time to develop the lock-on emulation, and if they did work on it, fewer games would be in this collection, which is more than fair enough. If you play these games at a 4:3 aspect ratio, it has its own unique background, and there's an option where you can stretch it to 16:9. Games can also be rated out of 5, so giving Sonic the Hedgehog the max rating is a bit misleading considering I gave it an 8 out of 10. I only really use it to line up the ones I play the most, that way I can scan those games with my eyeballs and select it. There are 2 different start buttons, one for the game and another for the menu, which gives you lots of different options. I've already mentioned changing the aspect ratio. You can also add Vaseline to the screen, reset, and save the game at any time, and I literally mean any time. I like this feature because this finally gives me a chance to get 1,000 rings on Sonic the Hedgehog. I found that the ring count stops after 999. It loads the game up and goes back to the menu like a cartridge. Very quick, which is good. Unlockables include interviews, Master System and arcade games that can be acquired by doing a particular objective on a Mega Drive game. For example, to unlock the first Fantasy Star, you need to defeat the first Dr. Robotnik boss on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with 2 players. Just because the interviews are in Japanese doesn't mean they're not interesting.
スピードと、クールっていうところまではこう思い浮かんだんですけど、あと3つ目それに並ぶものは何かなってことで非常に難しくて、で私の答えはやっぱりハリネズミっていうことが、ソニックらしさ、もう全部それでソニック全部表してるよっていう。
Man, why didn't I mention this in my Sonic the Hedgehog review? You even get cover and cartridge art of every single Mega Drive title. Game Ground must be so lonely because it's the only cover art that isn't North American. I don't see why zooming in this much is necessary. This compilation has become really handy, practical, and flexible because it gives me 40 Sega Mega Drive games to review along with 9 more from the Master System, arcade, and reviewing this now as a collection. I can't wait until Sega do another collection like this because I have some really good ideas just in case they actually do. Instead of doing a Mega Drive collection, how about create a Sega collection with the best of the arcade, Master System, more from the Mega Drive, CD, 32X, Saturn, and possibly Dreamcast and Game Gear. I believe a Blu-ray disc is capable of doing all these classics. If not, use 2 discs. I'm telling you all right now that this will be successful for Sega if they did this. I mean, look at Rare Replay, another fantastic collection. So what should I rate this? I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. I use this compilation a lot, it has a great presentation, and tons of Sega games so you have over 100 hours of gameplay on the one disc. If Sega Mega Drive is completely foreign to you and you just want to casually check out some Mega Drive games but not spend too much, this is the way to go. Actually, even if you have the console, it's still worth checking out for presentation and nostalgic sake. This is certainly one of the best gaming compilations out there, and it's not hard to find.